My name is Meng, and I'm a software engineer at Red Hat. Today, I will share a use case that involving 3 topics. The first one is multi-cluster, AI model training, and data privacy. Imagine you have public and private clusters, each with sensitive data, and now you want to train a language model using all of it without exposing that data. Well, to manage those clusters, we rely on Open Cluster Management, or OCM. And for data privacy, we use Federated Learning. It lets each cluster train locally and just send the model updates, not the real data, which get combined into a global model. So privacy is built in from the start. And the next question is, how do we combine those 2 systems together? Before start, here is a quick overview of OCM. It's a Kubernetes multi-cluster orchestration, and it's also a CNCF sandbox project based on hub-spoke architecture. The central control plane named the hub cluster, which orchestrates those managed cluster. It also provides some open APIs like manifest work, open placement to schedule your workload across those clusters. So, and well, then the next question is, why did we pick OCM for federated learning? The answer is straightforward. That is, OCM natively supports federated learning. In OCM, those managed clusters pull their deserved status from the hub cluster and push those status back to the hub cluster. And in federated learning, those collaborators pull the global model from the aggregator and train locally, push those model updates back to the aggregator. So naturally, the hub cluster acts like the aggregator or server in federated learning, and each managed cluster plays the role of collaborator or client. To make those integrations seamless, we built a controller. It manages the whole model training life cycle across multi-cluster, and also use the CRD to define the workflow, support different popular federated learning runtimes like OpenFL, Flower, and more. So if you are already using one of those frameworks, you can just plug it in, and you don't need to rewrite in your training code. Here's how you get started. First, you need to containerize your application, and then create a customer resource reference that image. Initially, the resource status show as waiting. That means the hub. That means the server is set on the hub, and the system now scheduling those aggregator or client to those managed cluster claim to have the data needed for model training. And once all the clients and the server is ready, the status come into running while the federated learning workflow kicks off. The clients pull model from the server, train locally on their private data, and push those updates back to the server. And at last, the server aggregates those model updates to build a better global model. After several rounds, once the model converges, the status comes to complete. Now you have your trained model with data privacy and preserved end-to-end. That's what I want to share today, a practical approach to multi-cluster AI model training and data privacy powered by Open Cluster Management and Federated Learning. And thanks for listening. If you like to learn more, here is some links, and all feel free to reach out. Yeah. Thanks.